As I get a little older, I realize life is perspective, and my perspective may differ from yours. I want to say thank you to everyone that's been down with me. All my fans, all my beautiful fans. Anyone who's ever gave me a listen. All my people. I come from a generation of pain.
Welcome back to my channel. It's The Honest Mona. I'm here with my 4 a.m. routine. So we're going to get right into it. I am making my stack for my pre-workout before I get into the gym. So I like to take First Form. I take their pre-workout and then I also take their L-carnitine. Together, these two taste so good. It's like a nice mixture of a little tart and sweet. And it almost tastes like a juice. Honestly, I can drink this all the time, so I try to keep it minimal, and then I head right to the gym. Once I get to the gym, I do a nice warm-up, and I do warm-ups that are related to my workout. So today is going to be a heavy leg day, so I'm focused on really warming up my legs, opening up my hips, and these movements have really helped me when it comes to my workouts, because at one point I couldn't really get deep with my squat, but doing these workouts repetitively in all my leg day routines, it really helped me. So I just want to make sure I do this correctly because I don't want to cause any injury. This is really going to help me in the end and also benefit me when it comes to squatting heavy. So for me, my mornings are really important to me. I do work a full-time job and I work about 10 hours. So coming in the gym in the morning benefits me in a lot of ways. There's not a lot of people here. I also get to tape. There's not really any distractions. And I also would have the rest of my day after I get off of work to do pretty much whatever I want, right? So for me, I could have set up my camera to vlog me getting out of bed and stuff, but I have to be realistic. As soon as that alarm goes off in the morning, I am putting on my clothes. I'm washing my face. I'm giving myself at least 10 minutes to walk out that door to get to the gym because I have to come back home and work. So I literally give myself about 45 to 15 minutes to work out. I don't work out for too long. I'm not the type of person that stays in the gym for 2 hours. The only time you'll actually see me do that is if your girl is really going through it. And I ain't been going through it in a long time. So I want to be really sufficient with my workouts. I play no games. Your girl be focused. So this is the regular for me. I'm rushing to get to the gym and get there at an appropriate time, so I don't feel like I have to rush through my workout. And that also can create injuries and stuff. And your girl ain't trying to be down bad. She's not. So after I finish getting through my nice leg day warm-up, I head right into my back squats. Now, the first set that I do is always with no weight, and I like to do this because it helps me warm up into my back squat, but also it's helping me pay close attention to my form, making sure I'm doing it correctly. This day, I feel like my warm-up could have been a little better. I feel like my hips were doing that hip dip thing today, so my core wasn't as strong as I would want it to be. But these are the reasons why I like doing workouts with no weight first, because you get to really pay attention to your form. You see where things need to improve before you even start putting weight on the bar. The more weight you put on, the more difficult things are going to be. So if you can fix it in the beginning with no weight, then by the time you get to doing all that weight, you're going to be exceptional. You're going to be amazing, babe. So, take your time. So now I'm getting into my official leg day. I'm doing 2 sets of 3 and I'm doing a slightly heavier weight, so I'm going to keep the reps and sets very small. You've seen this program in my previous videos. I've been doing this program for about 12 weeks, so it's pretty much the same thing. The only difference is every 2 weeks I go up in weight, and that's progressive overload. When you want to grow muscle, when you're trying to get thick, and that's the best thing you can do is progressive overload. And I feel like a 2-week span is perfect for you to, and it really depends on you, right? So for me, I feel like every 2 weeks, if I do these workouts properly, I should be able to go up in weight. Or if you feel like you can do more reps one day, maybe not the next week, but the week after next, you add more weight onto the bar.
When I was only
pretend Now I'm gonna get into my deadlifts, and I'm also doing 3 sets of 5. This program has really been amazing. Like, I feel like I created a well-designed program for me, and I've been enjoying doing deadlifts. It's been pretty fun for me. I haven't really been doing a lot of conventional deadlifts in my past workouts. The last workout I had made, my brother made, I did sumos, and then I put RDLs in my second workout. So this program, I'm really enjoying doing deadlifts. I feel like I'm really challenging myself, and I feel good. By the time I get here, this is when I start thinking about, girl, what time do you have to leave? Because you got to clock in for work. And I'm trying not to do that to myself. So we're just trying to have an easy, lit workout
He smiled as he said, girl, you need to understand. Unless you grow thinner, no man would ever want you. And what a grown-up said, I believe as children do. She wasn't made for your pleasure. Don't you blame it on human nature. She wasn't made for your pleasure. Oh, who will love her? Daisy, go dress yourself in a red disguise. To look like a rose, you must pay a heavy price. Try to be beautiful and pleasing to the eye. Run after your youth till the day that you die. She wasn't made for your pleasure. Don't you blame it on human nature. She wasn't made for your pleasure. No, no. She wasn't made for your pleasure.
Next, I'm getting into my glute bridges. This is also new in this program. I wasn't really doing them in my last programs. I was doing more of a hip thrust. Maybe I'll do a video on the differences between the two, but there I'm doing 3 sets of 8. So I like to keep my mornings very structured. I pretty much do the same thing every day, especially on the days that I work and also babysit, because the morning time is the most beneficial time for me to work out. I feel like during this time I really get to be with myself, with my thoughts. I also like to listen to audibles. And this is crazy because for the longest I had this Audible subscription, and I had like 12 credits, y'all. I was trying to get them things away, and nobody wanted them. So I was like, I might as well start using them. So I started purchasing books with my credits, and that's what I've been listening to in the gym for the past, I would say, 6 months. And just listening to those audibles, you learn so much. I get to relate all this information to myself and also my life. And it's very inspirational while I'm in the gym to listen to this. I don't know what it is, but it gives me that same feeling that like hip hop and certain music gives me when I'm in the gym. I feel so energized, and I feel like I'm learning even more, while I'm working out rather than when I'm at home reading a book. So I've really been enjoying these audibles. I really was sleeping on them for a while. I was sleeping on myself, y'all. This time is really for me to just be with myself, understand myself, and to grow. So some of these audibles I would really listen to and implement them into my actual life and think back on situations and relationships that I've had. And, I was able to really recognize maybe what I did wrong or how I could have been better, or, things I can work on when it comes to myself. Because you could tell other people all day, yo, you need to get better or you slipping. But are y'all really telling yourselves that? Let's have that conversation. And to be honest, I wasn't. So I think being in the gym this early, it really opens my eyes up to a lot of things. I feel like I have time to really focus on me and things I can improve when it comes to myself. It's me time, y'all, and this is self-care. And if I gotta work up at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. to do it, I'm gonna do it. It's so crazy because for the longest I've prayed for a job that I could, just roll out of bed and it be that easy to work, right? But instead, I was waking up so early to hop on trains to get into the city to work. And now I have the opportunity to have a nice work-life balance. I can wake up and go to the gym this early. And it's kind of like, what the heck? You were waking up in the morning to do something you really didn't care for. So now that you have the opportunity to do something that you want and wake up early, why not do it? And ever since then, it's been a wrap. I'm an early bird, y'all. So I kind of went on a ramble, but this is really the thoughts, and I just want to be transparent with you all on how I feel and how I was feeling, because it hasn't always been perfect for me. But changing my lifestyle and changing it into more productive environment in the morning for me has really changed my life, to where after I leave the gym, I feel so much more confident in what I'm going to do throughout the rest of my day, and I feel like I get a lot more work done. So now I'm getting into my step-ups after my glute bridges, and I'm doing 3 sets of 8. I decided I would, add a little step onto my reverse lunges because, add a little razzle-dazzle to your workout here and there. I don't really tweak my workouts too much. I normally do that more so in the beginning of my programs when I feel like something isn't working, or maybe I need to try something else. But here I was like, let me challenge myself a little bit and add a little step onto my reverse lunges, and I really enjoy it.
When I was only 10.
And I just finished in a gym. I did heavy leg day. I went up in weight in my back squats and also deadlifts. I wasn't doing a really good job of tracking it this program, so I felt like I could have went up even more when it came to deadlifts. So we're going to work on that this week, and next week is going to be the same weight, and then after that I'm gonna go up in weight. But it's almost time for me to start a new program, so I'm just trying to come up with things that I want to do in between, like now when I start this new program to the new year, because the new year I like to do the squat cycle, so I don't want to start that too late. Or maybe I should, because it gets really cold and it starts like snowing and stuff, and that might actually get in the way. I don't know where I put my, okay, here go my keys. But I'm about to go home. I was in a gym just a little bit later today, just because I have a dental appointment today. They didn't even tell me how much this thing is about to cost. Lord, I hope it's not a lot, but I have that today. So I just took off because I talk when I'm working a lot, so it just don't make sense for me to actually work when I'm getting surgery done. It's not going to be that crazy. That's all I'm pretty much getting done today, and then I'll go back to work tomorrow. I almost forgot that I had a doctor's appointment today if I wasn't reminded yesterday, because my cousin was talking about how she's off, and I was like, I have a feeling I'm off too. And I was like, what's tomorrow's date? And I was like, oh my God, yeah, I do have off because I have an appointment. And when you have like those appointments in like the middle of like early afternoon, it's like, yeah, I don't think I'm stressed going back into work. I have the time, so I might as well use it and just take off the rest of the day, which is good because I can study, I can edit. I was thinking about maybe going to Starbucks today, so we'll see. It's nice today, it's a little cool, but it's still pretty nice outside, so maybe I'll enjoy this weather a little bit, So I'll talk to y'all in a bit. I'm like making that face because that cold is very sensitive on that tooth that I have back there. My dentist didn't know exactly which tooth it was. I pretty much know which one it was. It was the one that was kind of like decaying that I had a root I don't know if it was root canal or filling done previously, like years ago. So I think it's just, at that point, he said it just starts decaying after a while. So that's where I'm feeling the sensitivity at. So it needs to go. So that's why I'm going to the endodontist today to get a root canal on it. Girl, I went and bought so much stuff to fix my oral hygiene because I'm done paying for, I'm saying hygiene like my breath stink. No, like the root canal, the filling, like I feel like this year has been the worst year when it comes to my like expenses when it comes to dental. And maybe that's because, you know, we're in a pandemic, so my dentist office wasn't open. It was only open for like major emergencies. So like for a year, like for 2 years, it was really hard for me to get in there. So when I finally got in there, I think it was like over a year past due that I didn't have my regular cleaning. So that's kind of what it was. Like keeping up with your oral health is like really important. And I was up on top of it and I have insurance and stuff. But after COVID hit, it was really hard to get in there. And when it finally opened back up, that's when I had like a couple major issues. Not major, but major to me. Like I don't normally have cavities. I don't normally have like these fillings. I think that was the last thing I got done. The one that's bothering me, I think that filling I got back in like 2015. I think he said 13 to be honest. That's when I got my car. It's about to be 2023. So he said it makes sense as to why it's decaying. He said this happens over time, and I don't think dentists and like people talk about that enough. When you get these dental services, at some point, like you have to go back to the dentist. You have to get this fixed. So, but with that, and then having to get that fixed, it was a filling, so they had to fill that, and then now I have to get a root canal on top of that, and then had to get a cap for another tooth that it came off. Like this is a lot of money. Yeah, I went to the store. I went on Amazon. I bought me a new toothbrush. I bought like a Philips Sonic Care, I think it's called. I bought myself a water pick. I'm gonna go buy some particular mouthwash. Mouthwash. It's like two I'm in between. I'm gonna buy one of those. I had my and then I have a tongue scraper. Like all these things I bought to like just refresh and restock like my oral health situation. But I'm happy I'm getting this done today. It's just expensive. I've never spent like this much before in a year when it comes to dental health. It's crazy. So stay on top of your shit. And like this pandemic taught me that like take care of your stuff as soon as possible. And I think that's what I did this year. Like I scheduled all my appointments before the year is even up. At the top of the year, I'm gonna schedule all my appointments again because I don't want to be in this situation again. And it's things that if I can take care of some things at home and not have to spend this amount of money, then that's what I'm gonna do. So my appointment is at 10 a.m. It's 7 something now. So I think I'm gonna take a little nap and just rest a little bit. Because your girl is tired. We had a long weekend. So when I come back, I think I'm going to edit a little bit. I want to go to the movies. But I'm at the point in my life, I don't want to do stuff by myself anymore. I want to go with someone. But I might just have to go by myself. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on. I was like on Twitter like, oh, I'm going to buy a ticket, go to the movies. Luckily yesterday I had other great plans that were scheduled and that my cousin invited me to, and I was so happy to go. I got some wine, so that was a perfect like dodge moment of not going to the movies. But now it's like Monday and I don't know if I should wait to go or go later in the week. I don't know. Maybe I'll go Friday. I don't know. We'll see. The car wash with my floppy lip from the endodontist.
You didn't think that I listen that well. should, and I will, and I kill for that night, for that night we shared. I'd never forget.
As I get a little older, I realize life is perspective, and my perspective may differ from yours. I want to say thank you to everyone that's been down with me. All my fans, all my beautiful fans.